guys. So this message is going to be for Libra men. So Libra men, you already know that shit. That June shit belongs to my daughter. My daughter said that shit, and I know she said it because you know what? I'm tapped into. I said, daughter, they ain't doing it the way you wanted them to do it, and they really is looking stupid to say, who the fuck gonna have a 650 if they going through this and going through that? See? And they really try not to make this be, you know what, something that people who is homeless can come through and really, you know what, take care of themselves and go back out into the world. But that's what should be happening. And even God said, we know that. So what the fuck y'all doing? So you done built something, took the idea from your daughter and acting like, you know what, you ain't get inspired by her too. I said, all of y'all around the world is really taking ideas from bitches and acting like, you know what, y'all came up with that. But y'all ain't even implementing shit yet. And y'all really need to get that 650 off there and really just have people drop they okay draws and do nothing for you. You ain't got to sit up here and have people, okay, be examined by nobody. And you know that's demeaning. So you want to act like, you know what, I want to be like a shelter where I got to make sure everybody is not on drugs, everybody is not doing this, everybody is not doing that. But you ain't got to do that. You can have strict real rules for people to come in, take care of themselves, and after they take care of themselves, they can just get the fuck out. If they got to cook or whatever the fuck case may be, so shall it be. But you trying to violate people even further. And that's not good. See? And that's why we can't even allow you to get what? A motherfucking renter's license. Because you is not on the up and up. And you really built this shit without us knowing. And they really is pissed on top of that too. And you don't want to tell people that you've been building shit all around the damn globe. And nobody knows that you built it. But you have. See? And you don't want to tell people that shit, don't do what I have done. But they can't tear down the walls that you have built. And they really got to figure out how they going to allow your buildings and your area and your space to maintain the status quo of being there. Because they know that there's so many spiritual aspects that's been going on in the world that we can't just build wherever we want. Unless the ground says it's okay. But you know that too. Or the ground would not have allowed you to what? Put anything in it. And God said, don't you know it, boo? So you're going to have to explain yourself. Because you don't even know what to say. And you literally been using your daughter's money to build shit. And act like, you know what? She needed to go get this and all this other stuff, and you was cracking jokes and everything. I said, nigga, you was a bona fide dirty ass nigga. You was a criminal. You know, if your daughter had all this money, she would take care of you and everybody else. But you like, shit, I don't do that. I take care of myself. And you think I'm gonna build this and just let them have a free ride? Nigga, you been getting free rides all your life. See? You use that one contractor to build all this shit. And you act like what? You didn't? I said, that nigga put you on and you don't want to put nobody else on. And you just sat there and didn't say shit. You like, man, I ain't know. I ain't know. Can you tell me? I don't know. You love to play stupid. See? And you like, that's how you gonna get it. Play stupid, boo. Don't ask no questions. Don't think you know this. Don't even, because sometimes when people know something, they want to verify it. Is the knee turning you on? Are you getting a rise out of looking at the knee, nigga? Y'all motherfuckers be doing the most. And God said, don't y'all? It says, I know you have done wrong out here in the world, so when karma comes back to you, I'll be here for you. And that's what you don't even know yet. You don't want people to be doing this and doing that. You giving people more ideas, boo. But it's not their ideas, and they know that too. People like me, I should be a trillionaire by now. And everybody want to act like, you know what, I shouldn't be. Please. Fuck you mean. And that's her truth. It says they never went to school for what they are making money at. It says it's who you know. Spoiled. That's y'all motherfuckers right here. You love to act like you sitting up here trying to get this and get that with everybody else. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm trying to get work. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. But your bank account is fat than a motherfucker, nigga. I said, why you sitting up here trying to steal everything from us knowing damn well we ain't really got shit? But that's how y'all are. Y'all want to consume, 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 consume. And you wouldn't mind a world where you have everything and everybody has to come for you for what? Pennies. You would love to sit on your throne and the whole world comes to you for everything. You like, yes, I can only give you 1 cent today. Did you move the whole goddamn world for me? Did you do everything for me? Only 1 cent today, and next week I'll probably give you 2 cents. Keep on moving the world for me. That's y'all niggas. Hey, Libra men niggas. I said that bitch don't even know how to sleep. And how can we sleep when a million motherfuckers is sitting up here trying to ejaculate off of a bitch sleeping? Let me pull my pants down, see if I can feel anything. Y'all don't want to go straight to the porn websites no more. Y'all want to see real bitches that you know. Damn. It says credit is about to be a thing of the past. And you don't want to hear that. Because you want to hear like, you know what? Shit. I did this, I did that, and all this other stuff. But you never, ever, ever had to use your credit. And you barely had to use your own name. You don't want to talk about that. Oh, shit. Can we say a lot of y'all Libra niggas that's on the United States soil ain't Americans too? Oh, shit. Can we say that y'all motherfuckers is always trying to what? Act like you don't know. You know, in our country, they didn't teach us none of this, boo. I don't know. And that's what y'all love to play dumb. Y'all know how to play the game. Y'all really do. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that. Unfortunately. And y'all know that too. See? I said, unfortunately, she don't know how to play whatever fucking game of the real life that y'all sitting up here trying to constantly implement for millions of years. It says, take what you really need and leave the rest. It says, start preparing. So you don't even know what's about to happen because you didn't even know that something was up and running. But it is. See? And they really put this shit out here just to let you know that, yeah, you've been doing this shit for a long time. And God said, ain't that the truth? It says the Ten of Swords is ending. So whatever is going on, you know what? You already knew that people was going to hate on this and hate on that and do this and do that and everything and attack you from no sides. You always like to pretend like everybody is coming to fuck you up. You always want to pretend like everybody is bashing your windows and coming to do this and coming to do that. But y'all are married. See? And you got a house on top of a hill. See? And you really live in a hillside. And you don't want to tell people that shit. During the week, I want to be over here doing this, bitch. And you can't say shit. And that bitch really had to hurry up and go to this other house where this other bitch stay at that she don't even fuck with no more. But she literally had to what? Pay her some money on Cash App real quick. But that bitch is living lovely. And you don't want to tell people that shit. And y'all are. Y'all look at y'all living so fucking amazing. You like, yeah, we like doing this. And y'all been doing it for years. So it says, take the bus to travel. It says, buy yourself some new clothes. A lot of y'all need to get rid of all of your old stuff of when you used to not fuck it up. But you know what? It's time for the old stuff to really be, you know what, let go. There's something about your old shit that say, you know what, you've been brutally beating on women and men for years. A lot of y'all Libra men and y'all Libra transgender women, y'all know that y'all could become what? Volatile at any given moment. And you didn't want to tell people that shit. I could just haul off and start knocking motherfuckers out. But if you knock people out, then that'll overqualify what that nigga didn't know what the fuck you was on either. And you ain't know that nigga knew somebody not too far away and said, shit, I'm gonna need y'all to watch my mama real quick. And you ain't even know that nigga was really watching. You like, yeah, I think that nigga didn't call some people or something. And you don't like that. That people can know people everywhere. But you love to have that connection, don't you? You like, don't I know it? And that's your truth. An ex-lover is here. So someone here don't even want to tell you that shit. It is up and running. And you ain't gonna like this, but shit. It wasn't that bitch idea. But it was that bitch idea. And I'm really trying to see what bitch I'm talking about. But even God says, shit, fuck you, nigga. Everything is gonna be what? Turned over to her pretty soon. And when she get all this and get all that, she gonna make everything amazing for a lot of people. And they already know something is coming. They said this bitch don't even want to deal with this area and space, and the taxes there fucked up. Everything is sky high for no apparent reason, and we have really gotten conditioned to being able to go in there and just get something for nothing. I said, bitch. I said, we can't even see everything that we need to see, but even years ago, we was doing all this shit, and that bitch wasn't paying attention. And God said, you know what? That's why this bitch don't feel comfortable right now. I said, I'm finna bring all of the feelings and emotions that she should have been feeling years ago back. And I'm gonna bring it back so complicated that's gonna make all y'all niggas not want to be around the bitch ever again. Because y'all was sitting up here doing the most fuckery, fucked up ass shit. And you act like you wasn't. Now you want to act like you dead too, nigga. Hey, dead nigga. Everybody want to be dead now. Everybody want to be dead, and everybody want to be like, you know what? Why don't you call them and let them know I'm dead? But you don't want nobody to start saying you dead. Because that could be very powerful. And you like, ain't that the truth? Shit. That's like imprisonment in the mind. Bitch, I'm dead. What you talking about? And God said, ain't that the truth? It says, even Jesus made it complicated on his people. But why? It says he was not supposed to be born at all. And John knew. And God said, don't y'all know it? Y'all didn't pay attention to a lot of shit even years ago. But even this bitch really is not fully aware of a lot of shit that's going on. And she literally is trying to, you know what, keep herself safe. But whatever the fuck that shit was, you know what, It didn't do nothing to her. And she took care of that shit just the way her grandma would take care of it. And grandma said, don't you know it? I said, when random shit is just in the windowsill, it could be catastrophic to people's body minds. And everybody acting like it's not. I said, nigga, that ain't paint. I don't know what the fuck that is. So we gonna get this shit up out of here again and take care of it and move forward and do what we need to do for us. A lot of y'all want to leave all of these toxins around people and act like, yeah, I don't know what it could be. I don't know who trying to do this and who trying to do that. But y'all know. Y'all, you know what? Y'all Libra niggas is so fully aware and y'all fully aware of a lot of shit, nigga. I don't want to ever see your ass again. And that's what that nigga told you. He said, don't you call me. Don't you communicate with me. Don't do shit. You've been sitting up here hiding your true self and everything. I'm tired of niggas that's hiding their true self. And then you want everybody to what? Divulge everything to you? Why? When you want to stay hidden. So we ain't telling nobody shit no more. And you ain't gonna know shit, nigga. And when I go ahead and touch down and do whatever the fuck I'm gonna do, that's gonna be on us. And you ain't gonna like that shit. And that nigga said, yeah, I'm getting it together. Because you know what? Family or no family, I gotta stay 10 toes down with a bitch that's sitting up here trying to get me to be on the right pathway. We need them type of people in our world. We got enough of you. We got a lot of y'all. And y'all motherfuckers be looking real clueless and shit. And be like, yeah, we do. Damn, I need to go find where the good people at. But for what? You don't want to stay around your fuckery fucked up ass people? Now you want to come to an era in a space where it's what? A high vibrational around here, nigga? Take your ass home. And you don't like that. You don't like the high vibrational people already seeing that you some bum ass niggas coming through the door. I said, no. Rejects. We ain't fucking with y'all. And that's what that nigga did. And God said, don't you know it? It says, you would believe that family who abandoned you and your mother was in the courtroom and acting like they wasn't family. These people already knew you. These people already knew your background. Even when you was in the courtroom fighting for this and fighting for that, that was family that was watching you the whole time. But you already kind of knew that this is all family. Ex-lovers, people you've known before. I said, I feel like I know everybody up in this area and space. Shit. And you did. But this is about to end. And they don't want it to end. Because they think it's always, you know what, amusing that people don't know their background, don't know their history, don't know who they really are. And y'all will sit up here and hand a baby over and look at that baby and be like, yeah, you will never know your brutal truth. And that's catastrophic to a baby. And you don't like that. And God said, don't you know it? Yeah, it says same race on same race crime is here. And that's what's been going on for years. I literally have experienced up close and personal how, you know, they deem me to be a nigga, right? Everybody look at me and say that's a black woman. And then y'all love to call women, black women, girls. You know what? Hey, black girl. Hey, girl. And you know what? That should be irritating to a black woman. But shit, I'm going to call you, hey, ho. How you doing? Every time you sit up here and call me a girl ever again, I'm going to sit up here and call you a hoe real quick. And you're going to be looking like, ain't that unprofessional? Ain't it unprofessional for you to address a grown-ass woman as a girl, bitch? And you like, ain't that the truth? That bitch growner than us. Confirmation. What it do, bitch? She like, damn, that bitch can pick up on people's energy quick than a motherfucker. Hey, ho. And God said, ain't that the truth? 501's energy is him. So a lot of y'all have really been in competition with other people for years. And that's a good thing. You have good, healthy competition. You don't have very toxic competition when it comes to certain things, nigga. And you really ain't finna call another nigga and be like, what you got going on if y'all finna go to the cigarette bar, if y'all finna go do this and go do that. And that's a good thing. People need to come out as they are, and you believe that too. You like, shit, I never do no shit like that. And if a nigga call you and be like, nigga, what you wearing? Nigga, I'm wearing me. You wear you, bitch. And that's how the fuck you be talking to niggas here too. And they don't want to tell people that you always calling people bitches. And they saying, ain't that the truth? The Four Cups energy is here. So whoever is sitting up here overstanding that, you know what? The credit system is about to go away. And a lot of motherfuckers who's working these credit systems gonna be out of a job. And a lot of people gonna be like, you used to work for what? Bitch, I ain't giving you shit. I'm gonna, somebody gonna domestic abuse when they see somebody that work for a credit union. They're gonna be like, you know what, credit companies, shit. They're gonna be like, you know what? I'm finna beat this bitch ass right now. Cause bitch, I have set up here and sent a multitude of disputes to your raggedy ass, and then your ass don't wanna what? Remove the shit? Somebody gonna get their ass beat on site, and she gonna be doing this. She gonna be like, oh shit. Do you see this bitch resume? Fuck you mean? Oh yeah, bitch, come on in. I see your resume. Yeah, it seems like you all that in the bag of chips, huh? You got all your little fancy clothes and shit and everything. You looking good and shit, huh, bitch? Come on in. And then all of a sudden, you know what? These other niggas gonna get the motherfucking spiritual message to lock the door and beat somebody ass. They gonna beat somebody ass and be like, yeah, so you don't know how to take shit off of people credits, hoe? And that's gonna be fucked up, but they gonna get away from that shit too. And then they gonna be looking all crazy like, you know what, bitch? We did do that, but nobody knows about it still. But that one bitch, we still owe her a ass kicking. Shh, don't say nothing. We ain't even get to TransUnion yet. And we tracked that bitch down. I said, yeah, bitch. Track down TransUnion. And that's what these motherfuckers is doing here, boo. God say, ain't no way in hell that someone's credit score should drop 99 points in one fucking day. 99 points? What the fuck was they doing? Hello? 99 points, bitch? It don't even get that good. But that's what the fuck they did. See? And that's why the fuck that motherfucking organization is finna be what? Closed down. And we ain't finna open up no new financial facility in that area, in that space. All around the world, all this shit finna be closed. And we gonna start putting other mom and pop stores in these areas and spaces again. Because you know what? It's always good to have mom and pop stores. It's always good to have these independents that's what? United States citizens. There's hardly any fucking owners that's United States citizens here, boo. In the United States of America, yeah, fuck yeah, 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 exactly. And that's some fucked up ass shit. So y'all motherfuckers threw this shit up and everything and act like, you know what? I know we wasn't supposed to build on this land. And you know what? I know we got to go through this and I know we got to go through that and all this other shit. But they finna bulldozer that shit overnight. They like, y'all ain't finna sit up here and conquer shit that we can't do, bitch. You ain't even from here. And you thought that, what, you was gonna get away with this? They finna tear this shit down. And you ain't gonna even know when it happened. So you always looking across the street, be like, okay, it's still there. It's still there. But it ain't there no more. But you still have the website up. See? And you still want people to what? Pay this application fee and all this other shit. Knowing damn well y'all is not what? Participating in any rental agreements at all. And that's what you don't want people to know. But it's the truth. And you like, ain't that the truth, bitch? So stagnation is here. A lot of people been looking at this and looking at that, and your ex-lover is looking like, yeah, your ass is too stubborn to take shit down. And you always want people to pay this and pay that, and you be like, you know what? Unfortunately, you know what? You was declined, but unfortunately, you have nothing for them to be getting declined about. And you don't want to tell people that shit. And God said, that's what the fuck is wrong with y'all weird ass Libra men. Y'all weird. Hey, weirdos. Shit. Weirdo over here. Nigga, what you want? Weirdo over there. Nigga over there. Damn, nigga, what the fuck? What? Okay, these too many Libra men for me. Shit. Let me back away. I got something to do. All y'all Libras, I can tell right away. Libra over here, Libra over there. I don't know what the fuck y'all finna do. And y'all don't create balance for shit. Y'all ain't no balance ass niggas. And you don't want to tell people that y'all ain't no balance ass niggas. Y'all ain't creating justice for nobody. You ain't justice. And I don't know why the fuck they gave y'all that energy on the damn card. And I said, this bitch be taking shit away from certain zodiac signs and giving it to other people because that's what God said to do. I said, ain't that the truth? I said, Fifi said, God said. I said, you got a problem with that? He like, no, not with my daughter. My daughter stay 10 toes down and she don't give a fuck. And she ain't trying to fuck nobody up unless they done fucked her up. And if God say fuck them up, baby. And that's what the fuck your daughters be doing. And God said, ain't that the truth? 6 days is here. So y'all don't even know what's going to transpire in the next 6 days. But shit, have at it, boo. Figure out what you going to do, how you going to do it, and all this other shit. Because you know what? A lot of shit finna stop. And when shit just stops, that's it. And God said, damn, ain't that the truth? The first millionaire in the family. Y'all ain't gonna like this, but this bitch finna be a millionaire. And y'all don't even know how the fuck she finna get these millions and shit. But it was meant to occur. God said, I'm not finna let one of my heavy hitters be out here like that. And she been really going without a multitude of ways, knowing damn well that if I bless these heavy hitters, they gonna bless so many other people. And my people shouldn't be looking fucked up out here like this. And you got my people out here like this, bitch. So the heart of God is pissed. Y'all had so much. And y'all couldn't share. I said she's trying to repair herself. She's trying to repair no one else but herself because everybody else got the power to repair theyself. She can't keep on trying to repair everyone and then herself is all fucked up. It says play family is moving on because you gave them nothing but love. So it's kind of catastrophic that a lot of y'all motherfuckers will sit up here, help your play family like crazy. Yeah, you don't mind helping play family. You don't mind helping your homeboy down the street 2 blocks away around the corner. You don't mind sitting up here talking to the niggas that, you know what, put some air in your daughter's tires and shit. Be like, you know what, next time, you know what, don't do whatever the fuck y'all did because, you know what, that bitch was able to get home. And you really threw them a 100 grand. They said, damn, that amazing bitch, you want me to fuck her up? And you know what they did with that 100 grand that you had a stack in your motherfucking glove compartment and shit? They really just burnt it. And you don't want to hear that. They burnt that money. They said, ain't no way in hell. And when they burnt it, God already blessed them with 1 million. And they said, that's how it goes, boo. all money ain't good money. And I said, don't we know it? I said, God is blessing this bitch to do things in a different way. And y'all don't like shit to be done in a different way. And you was evil and you been evil. And everybody didn't know that you was a child molester too. Everybody didn't know that you was putting somebody's pee-pee in your mouth that you deemed to be your son years ago, boo. What up, nigga? See? You want to come through? Hey, Virginia. You still want to put somebody pee-pee in your mouth? You think that nigga don't remember that shit? But that nigga over there remembers it. He said, yeah. I think you talking about my raggedy ass so-called Dean mama. And I said, mama, do you know this bitch? And that bitch said, I might know, but I ain't gonna tell you how I know. That's a long time ago and that's my old life. I ain't that way no more. But you was grown. And you knew what the fuck you was doing and how long you was doing it and all this other shit. And you literally used to drown her ass in the tub too, but she forgot that. A lot of people be forgetting all the abuse that they really have had at other people's hands. Ain't that the truth? Evil family member. And that's what you don't know yet. See? So you and that other bitch, when y'all was married and everything, that's your cousin. And that's what you need to tell everybody. See? Y'all first cousins. And y'all can't get pregnant for shit. So where did this baby come from? And that nigga looking like, you know what? If your ass really got pregnant when you was a baby bitch, and I'm your baby, that'd be fucked up. But that shit could have happened. Little girls used to get pregnant at a very young age, especially when men start messing with them and playing with them and everything. Their body start preparing for what? Carrying a baby. And y'all don't want to tell people their truth. And God said, I think he remembered something. And that's why he was kicking that nigga in the head. And that nigga could have said, you know what? That may be my motherfucking raggedy ass daddy, mama. And if it is, that nigga gonna murder his ass. And God said, ain't that the truth? It says, new money is coming. So y'all don't want to know that shit. This one bitch that I've known for years is gonna do me a favor because I'm going through a hardship. And that's good. So you really told that bitch you was going through this, you ran it down, and you know what? You want to, okay, say I can come to you and we can talk face to face. So you don't mind getting on your knees and doing anything for 100 grand. And you really tried to go back and get that 100 grand because you saw the nigga when he put it in the what? Fire. But once it was burnt, that was it. And you said, damn. I guess they do have morals, values, and ethics on that corner. But the rest of the area and space is toxic. But God says, shit, we're about to clear out a lot of shit moving forward. So the house next to you belongs to me. And you ain't gonna like that. I own it. And you don't want to tell people that I own it, but I do. And that's kind of catastrophic that I own it, but I've owned a lot of shit. And you want to tell people that damn, and she do. So many people have put my name on a multitude of things as the essence of blessings, but they never want to give me the key. They never want to pour shit for me. They never want to help and assist me, but they want to sit up here and act like, yeah, that bitch ain't shit. And that's what y'all been doing for years. Y'all meet these amazing heavy hitters. And then you get to know her name. You get to spell it out and everything and act like, yes, that is our owner. We just here. And then you will pass over the ownership card and act like that's valid. I said, where's the bitch at today? Oh, we can't. I think they took a flight out. You know how owners are. What's in the mind of this reading? It says, okay, they killed those nigga lovers across the street. And you don't want to know that. Because you know what? You don't want to clarify yourself for being a nigga. But you don't want people to kill nigga lovers. And you're like, shit. How the fuck did they do that? They came through the windows. They said, we don't use the front or the back door no more. We only use windows. So when you analyze that everybody started using windows, you started what? Nailing all your windows shut. Because they really is trying to kill all the niggas on the low in South Holland, in Newark, in Cicero, in what's that other suburbia? No, it's called something with the S. And that's what you don't like. And there's too many niggas for them to sit up here and try to kill every nigga. But they want all the niggas that own land right where y'all at. I said they trying to kill us all out here. Why y'all not banding together? Why y'all sitting up here talking about what we's got here is amazing. And this is illegal. So even the government is saying, you know what? Let's stop this. So your governor out there is a murderer. And he literally will come through and have his butter knife and really start stabbing bitches in the neck with no problem. And if you think about the dull of a butter knife, then you already know he's what? Psychotic. And that's what that governor has been doing for years. I said, this bitch is sitting on the grass and acting like nobody attack her ass out of nowhere. But why would y'all be attacking people sitting in the grass? Why is it so much violence? And God said it ain't even violent. They just wanted that bitch to be an example to start some shit. But this bitch picked up on energy and got the hell out of Dodge. I said, see? Y'all didn't kill my daughter fast enough. And that's what you was planning on. But it didn't happen, even years ago. And you don't want to go to jail. And you always trying to figure out if you're going to go to jail, if anybody going to pick up on that later down the line, because God is really not putting out everything right away. Why is God putting out things slowly? And you getting pissed by that. So as this bitch is sitting on the ground and everything, shit, her legs is hurt, she finna get up soon. And God said, ain't that the truth? What's the overall energy? The Chariot. So you've been through a lot. And whatever vehicle you bought and everything, you should have left it right where it was. And even God was trying to tell you what your daughter wanted to tell you years ago, but you don't want to listen to them bitches. But bitches make the world go around. And you know that. Unfortunately. Hey, unfortunately, niggas. How y'all doing? Unfortunately. So unfortunately, there's a lot of things that's about to transpire, not in my life. That's in a negative sense. But in your life. And you don't like that. See? All of the shit that you have created, this all belongs to you, nigga. See? And all this shit is some shitty shit, and you refuse to do anything. So you want to say that bitch don't even know that she owns that shit. I got the owner in the car right now if y'all want to start shooting at her because she don't want shit to be done. But then when the bitch came through and came upstairs and all that other stuff, you like, what the fuck? I said, your daughter ain't scared of shit. It's all y'all other motherfuckers that's scary that's around her. I said, when she identified that this is not her feelings, it's all y'all, then she'll be so much better. I said, her world does not look like y'all world. And all y'all motherfuckers have been trying to what? Penetrate her world for years. When she just want to do what she needs to do, get it done, and move the fuck on. There's something about the essence of y'all so-called men that y'all want to scream, I'm a man. This is a man's world. And all we do is fuck up. And that's what James Brown really wanted to put up in there. Because he already knew what he was representing. James Brown says, shit, I ain't a tourist. Or am I? You can even see the motherfucking jealousy in James Brown's face as this other nigga tried to imitate him for a second, and it was a joke. I said James Brown was a tyrant, and he ain't make no music. He ain't produce shit. And he really took something from somebody years ago that used to dance like this on the corner and shit. And it's always those niggas that's what? Unfortunate. But that nigga should have got everything that James Brown had. So at the end of James Brown's life, and that nigga really is what? Dead. Other niggas may be still walking around and still alive, but that nigga got murked. And y'all don't want to tell people that James Brown got killed. But y'all the ones who murked that nigga. And you don't want to tell people that, yeah, it was a Libra man. And that nigga don't mind going around with these butterfingers and acting like he what? Amazing? Nigga, you ain't even got a butterfinger. And God says, shit, butterfingers are amazing. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I said, shit, she love these butterfingers. And the other butterfingers is coming too. And you already knew that. That's all she wanted to eat was butterfingers. I said, yeah, she coming back. And you don't like that. A lot of y'all have sent these motherfucking amazing women through the stratosphere and not knowing what the fuck is going on in their world and their life. And all these ratty, random ass niggas touching on her, rubbing on her. Yeah, I love you. She don't know what the fuck is going on. All these women gotta constantly stay their true self. Constantly be like, look, where am I? Who am I again? I'm this person. They gotta keep on reminding themselves, because y'all don't remind people of shit. Y'all don't encourage, inspire, do nothing. I said your children had so much admiration for your dumb ass. You're gonna have to pay for it. Because you broke it. You fucked it up. Nobody else did. It was you. You wanted someone to become a paraplegic. You sat up there and stepped on that nigga back. That baby was just fine when he was born. They checked the vertebrae bit by bit. And y'all decided to what? Fuck up the baby so you can get a check. But unfortunately, he's still walking. Unfortunately, he's still moving around. And he like, yeah, I think I'm gonna fuck up this nigga when I get older now. It's catastrophic that y'all will sit up here and look at your children and say, let me fuck this up so I can get a check? Really? I don't even understand that shit. I have tried to heal my children over and over again. They know that. They're going to have to learn how to heal themselves now. God said my contractual agreement is up of trying to heal anyone that does not need to be healed no more. This nigga brain is amazing. And he really scored high than a motherfucker on them tests. His mama knew it. I said, he knows more than his mama know. And his mama didn't even know what the fuck y'all was talking about. And God said, ain't that the truth? His mama was proud of his intellect. And that's what mothers are. But unfortunately, you ain't a mama. Unfortunately, you are a mammy. What up, Jennifer? How you doing? You want to chime on in so you can not see shit? Even Keith is popping up everywhere and saying, damn, I just want to say hello, boo. Keith want to say hi. Hey, Keith, how you doing? Come on in, sir. He like, shit, she gonna show me love. Fuck the rest of y'all. When I meet this bitch, all she gonna know is love from me. And that's all he want. Keith done been through a lot. And I said, I don't know who the fuck Riri Ellis is, or do I? I said, I know. See? And even that nigga said, damn, how she gonna put my whole name up there? And that nigga didn't even know what to say, but that nigga got the hell out of Dodge. And he owe that bitch, what, 2 items? And he know that too. And his ass looking like shit. I don't need this, and I shouldn't have put this in my ass. And God said, ain't that the truth? So take care of y'all stuff.